pick.
You always pick.
Okay.
Buddy, do you want to pick?
Buddy.
No. Stop.
So this is for a t-shirt or a hat on the website or a 6-pack of booch.
Michelle Coupe.
Michelle K. Michelle Coupe. I've known her as long as I've lived in Ottawa.
Yeah, you have.
Yep.
It's a long time.
The McDonald clan. Mm-hmm. They are a gang, a football team. Michelle Coupe.
So I actually went through all the posts from the past week, and everybody who liked put in the...
And her dad, Mr. Clyde McDonald. Honor and respect Clyde McDonald. They used to beat us we used to play floor hockey because we all went to church together. We used to play floor hockey, and he was mean. There was no hold bar.
Merciless.
Merciless. I would come out of there because I'm very competitive as a young person.
Yeah.
I came out of there with blood from my shins.
You know what he was teaching you? Do you know what he was teaching
To hurt children?
No. He was teaching you that actually you don't always get to win.
Yeah, they always won.
Yeah.
But that would be teaching me that somebody always wins.
He didn't teach you very well, though, because you still think you
Oh, my goodness. Those were the good old days. Floor hockey with Mr. McDonald.
Hello.
Beating us.
Hello.
Oh, shout out to the McDonald clan. Yeah, there you go.
Congrats,
Michelle, message, and I will send you one of the prizes for the draw. You can have a t-shirt or kombucha.
Well, you'll send her a link.
I will send you
can pick
whatever.
A shirt,
you can pick a shirt and I will mail it to you.
Hat, or kombucha.
Yep. On to our morning devotional.
Afternoon devotional.
Afternoon devotional. Yes.
Maybe
I think you're reading.
People will want to watch this on their coffee break this afternoon.
Coffee break devotional. Coffee time.
Oh, it's an even.
We are on the June the 2nd. We're halfway done the year.
You're going to say, like, you need to start every day. Every day.
Every day
you're just like, shocked by what day it is. It's just almost Christmas. Let's just start.
Oh my goodness, it's almost Christmas.
Owning our power. We don't have to give others so much power and ourselves so little. We don't have to give others so much credit and ourselves so little. In recovery from codependency, we learn there's a big difference between humility and discounting ourselves. When others act irresponsibly and attempt to blame their problems on us, we no longer feel guilty. We let them face their own consequences. When others talk nonsense, we don't question our own thinking. When others try to manipulate or exploit us, we know it's okay to feel anger and distrust and to say no to the plan. When others tell us that we want something that we really don't want, or someone tells us that we don't want something that we really do want, we trust ourselves. When others tell us things we don't believe, we know it's okay to trust our instincts. We can even change our mind later. We don't have to give up our personal power to anyone, strangers, friends, spouses, children, authority figures, or those over whom we're in authority. People may have things to teach us. They may have more information than we have and may appear more confident or more forceful than we feel. But we are equals. Our magic is not in them. Our magic, our light is in us, and it is as bright a light as theirs. We are not second-class citizens. By owning our power, we don't have to become aggressive or controlling. We don't have to discount others, but we don't discount ourselves either. Today, I will own with people. I will let myself know what to feel, I will let myself know what I know. I will let myself know what I know. I will let myself feel what I feel, believe what I believe, and see what I see. I will be open to changing and learning from others and experience. But I will trust and validate myself too. I will stand in my own truth.
Amen. We can even change our minds later.
Yeah, we can. I felt like it was important to recognize that this is written about codependency and intended for people that are in unhealthy relationships. And so, which is lots of us, but we want to recognize that that this is basically like a guide to how to interact with people who are often mistreating us, or we're mistreating ourselves. We're trying to learn how to have healthy relationships. And so that really, in a lot of unhealthy relationships, there's one party who acts irresponsibly and tries to blame it on someone else. And then that person feels really guilty, but really they're not responsible for what the other person has done, which is what this is talking about. It's talking about letting other people face their own consequences, which when you're in an unhealthy relationship, you're often taking on the consequences of someone else who's made horrible decisions, and now there's a partner or a spouse or a mother or a parent who's left picking up the pieces and taking consequences for the other person's action.
Yeah, because it's a bit confusing, because it's like I really have no power. Like I have. They say you've lost your willpower, but like I have willpower enough to kill myself to continue doing the destructive behaviors that I'm doing. So I need power outside of my will. Is my responsibility, I believe, is the only place that I really have power isn't to change me, but to implement the course of action to live a spiritually fit life. And so I actually do have that power to get up, to do the healthy things that I need to do the steps, to do recovery, to fight for good relationships. All of those things, those are under my power.
And when we've been in an unhealthy relationship for a long time, don't trust ourselves. We often don't, and especially if we grew up in an abusive situation or in a neglectful situation, if we haven't been nurtured and cared for, comforted, and taught healthy boundaries, we often don't understand these concepts, and so we don't trust our instincts. We don't trust ourselves, and I think that's a really this is not about like marching around the world being powerful. This is speaking to people who have not taken responsibility.
Well, and we give, like at the beginning it says we give so much power to ourselves and us so little, and we do it out of discounting ourselves. So that's almost inward resentment, like the pity party. I'm not good enough, this false humility. I'm actually giving you power.
And so I really liked the way that it ended. I really liked how it talked about that when I feel like there's an imbalance of power in my relationships with people, that I need to look at myself. And am I letting myself know what I know, feel what I feel, believe what I believe, and but learning, like, do I trust and validate myself also? I thought that was really good.
Good stuff. All right. Stay tuned for tomorrow.